So, what the hell is going on with Kevin Costner's Horizon? Part 2? After 3 hours of meticulous world-building, Horizon, an American saga, Chapter 1 ends with an ellipsis, of to-be-continued's preview montage that teases what will be in store in the following chapter of Kevin Costner's 4-part Western epic. Since the film opened to tepid reviews and lackluster box office returns, the studio, Warner Brothers, has adopted this cliffhanger approach by leaving audiences in the dark over the future of Costner's ambitious series. Horizon, an American saga, Chapter 2 does exist, as the film was screened at the Venice Film Festival in 2024, but no release to the public, whether in theaters or at home, has been scheduled. Since walking away from Yellowstone, Costner has been hyping up his passion project, but amid the underwhelming response by the public at large, the actor-director has expressed doubt about Horizon's future. Regardless, adversity and naysayers have never prevented Costner from pursuing his dreams. No release date for Chapter 2 of Kevin Costner's Horizon is in sight. With Chapter 1 of Horizon, released in June 2024 to a lowly $11 million opening at the box office, now streaming on Netflix, the film has opened up to a brand new audience. To its own detriment, Horizon plays better as a glorified TV series in your home, explaining why it sits at the top of Netflix's viewing charts. Unfortunately, those longing for a continuation of Costner's story about Western expansion during the mid-19th century are forced to wait around for Warner Brothers to make a decision ever since they pulled Chapter 2 from its intended theatrical release on August 16, 2024, due to the first film's underwhelming performance. The second installment was merely left with a premiere at the Venice Film Festival. It didn't have overwhelming success, Costner said, commenting on the film's financial performance at Venice. While concerned about the resources at his disposal, Costner is adamant that Chapters 3 and 4 will see the light of day. "I don't know how I'm going to make 3 right now," he said, "but I'm going to make it." Recently, at the Savannah Film Festival, Costner stated he is looking for the right distribution partner, while adding that he has shot roughly 8 days of Chapter 3. Praising the saga as an essential American text like Treasure Island, he said, "I would hope that Horizon takes its place in a more classic vein." This comment suggests that Warner Brothers might be disinterested in releasing the film theatrically, which would not be the first time the studio has displayed such indifference towards the big screen. After all, Costner, who partially financed Horizon, boldly walked away from a steady gig in Yellowstone to revive the Western on the big screen. How the release of Horizon went awry. As a media and film distribution company, Warner Brothers has cryptically decided not to release movies in its catalog. Following the controversial cancellation of films like Batgirl and Coyote vs. Acme, the studio tainted their legendary partnership with Clint Eastwood by dumping his presumed final film, Juror No. 2, a critically acclaimed mid-budget courtroom drama, in 50 theaters nationwide. If they didn't think a sturdy, highly entertaining legal thriller was commercial enough, the theatrical life of Horizon, Chapter 2, a serialized 3-hour Western, is likely in jeopardy. Warner Brothers is worthy of blame for the current Horizon quandary, as the first 2 chapters should never have been intended for release 6 weeks apart from each other in the summer of 2024. Chapter 1 needed to accrue viewership and audience anticipation gradually on VOD and Max. When the first film underperformed, the studio, expecting to suffer 2 giant flops in less than 2 months, panicked and shelved the second film indefinitely. As long as Warner Brothers stands silent and Costner continues talking about future installments in the vaguest terms, the future of Horizon, an American saga, Chapter 2 will remain a mystery. For such an expansive and event-worthy project, the hush-hush nature of its production and distribution is puzzling, but trying to make sense of the industry is a lost cause. The only announcement surrounding Costner is his involvement in Headhunters, a tropical surf-set thriller he plans to co-write and star in for director Stephen Halloran. This film may serve to help finance unfinished Horizon chapters or ultimately sidetrack him from completing his ambitious project. In the end, maybe we're not supposed to understand Kevin Costner's motivations. An enigmatic public figure in his later years, his stardom across multiple decades is defined by taking big risks and proving doubters wrong, most triumphantly demonstrated with his directorial debut, Dances with Wolves. The writing on the wall suggests that the Horizon saga will conclude as just a failed experiment, but in Costner's hands, there is hope, shall we say, on the horizon.